All right, let's swing it back over to meteorologist Sam Schreier. It was so close with Bree. I was really hopeful there, but then, a moving internet signal can really come and go.
I don't know. At my place, we don't even move, and the internet comes in and out at my house. Thanks, T-Mobile. But here's what's going on. This is some snowmaking from Dustin Schaefer. Actually, really good stuff. And then, of course, who's on the job? Mayor Parker, the mayor of Parker the Snow Dog, who's Mayor of Georgetown. He was just kind of running around and making sure we're doing good. Parker clearly is getting a little close to those cannons one or two times. But Loveland's making snow. Keystone's making snow. School Marm, they're trying to get that filled out. Copper's making snow. A Basin's making snow. I mean, they're all trying to get going as quick as they can. And then the fun battle is always Loveland, A Basin, or Keystone. Who can open first? Keystone almost always, or the last couple years, has almost won. A Basin sneaks in at the last minute. They seem to open first. A live look outside. It's very dark. Sunrise isn't until just a little after 7, but it gets much brighter by like 6:40 in the morning. Temperatures are in the 40s and 30s. Along I-25, definitely a little chillier through the plains, and 23 in Alamosa. So what do we do today? Well, you will love the weather if you're going to be outside grabbing some lunch downtown, if you're going to be planning a weekend getaway. Good weather this afternoon, very fall-like. So I was kind of thinking, maybe a pumpkin patch this weekend, or if you want to do some leaf peeping, good stuff. Friday night football, yes, it will be chilly tonight, but then tomorrow morning, we do get extra frosty. So for that game tonight, no matter where it's at, go ahead and bring some blankets, coats, stuff like that, keep you warm. Temperature trends going into Sunday, be back to the 50s in the Springs. It looks like a high of 61 on Sunday in Pueblo. So quite a substantial cool down, 10 degrees cooler than the average in both Springs and Pueblo. And that means that the low the next morning will be awfully chilly. Speaking of chilly, Colorado is high and dry, but there is a low pressure system, a cold front and moisture giving Minnesota some snow, and Duluth has had at this point at least 1.5 inches. Maybe the final total in Duluth be close to 2 inches of snow. So Minnesota, Wisconsin have some snow. Where's ours? I don't see anything for a while. The only moisture we have is like Saturday night. This is 10 o'clock. Cloud cover fills in, and then through Sunday morning, just a little bit of rain kicks across that southern border. Let's hit traffic. We'll do a look at I-25 and South Academy. A little dark down there off the street by the Walmart, but it's still really nice so far. On our network, Colorado Springs in and around Denver looks pretty good. Denver, Pueblo, that's how you mix it up. And then in Pueblo, things are good. All
right, thank you, Sam. Coming up next on News 5 today, we're talking about marijuana sales in our state. They are down, way down. What one person says could be the potential reason for the big drop. And we've all seen inflation hitting hard, as we've already mentioned. Now at the grocery stores and other places, there are other places being hit hard. We're going to tell you what you can expect to see when open enrollment begins this month. Then at 6:18, meteorologist Sam Schreier is back with our super 7-day forecast. If you've got outdoor plans for the weekend, you're going to want to stick around for that. He's going to be timing out the arrival of some cooling temperatures moving in through the weekend. Stay with us. Welcome back, 6:13 on your Friday morning. That means time to check our top stories. Today, police in North Carolina should release more information about a shooting that killed 5 people yesterday, including an off-duty police officer. It took police several hours to arrest the suspect in this case, who they're only describing as a juvenile male. 2 other people were wounded. Former President Donald Trump says he'll respond to the January 6th committee this morning. The House committee investigating last year's January 6th riots at the Capitol voted unanimously Thursday to subpoena the former president. One committee member saying, quote, "We must seek the testimony under oath of January 6th central player," unquote. Mr. Trump responded yesterday on his social media platform, calling the committee a bust. Well, there's added tension now along South Korea's border with North Korea this morning. South Korea saying the North fired another missile, but also fired artillery shells and flew warplanes near its border. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff says some of the artillery shells landed inside of a buffer zone established back in 2018. Well, you may have to pay more to see your doctor next year, and yes, inflation's to blame. Experts say most employees can expect to pay more for health insurance coverage next year and out-of-pocket doctor visits as well. Insurance premiums are usually set in advance, and for the last 12 months, there are new contracts now, though. So you'll have to take a closer look during your open enrollment period. That's always a fun one. That typically runs this month and next, so be paying attention at your workplace. Well, the tax collected from marijuana sales in our state has significantly dropped this year in September. The state says they collected $26 million in tax from both recreational and medical marijuana. Well, take a look at August. The state collected $150 million in taxes. And taking a look at the bigger picture, in the first 8 months of this year, the state says they've collected $1.2 billion in taxes. In 2021, sales reached $2.2 billion. Now, one potential reason for this drop in sales and taxes could be the passing of a state bill that limits the amount of medical marijuana from 40 grams down to 8 grams. Also, other states have legalized recreational marijuana, so less people might be traveling to Colorado from out of state. Pfizer says the data shows its updated COVID vaccine substantially increases antibody responses against 2 major Omicron subvariants compared to the original vaccine. They tested 900 people, say they saw a significant antibody response 1 week after getting the vaccine. Additional data measuring antibody responses after a month will be released in the coming weeks. All right, it's 6:16 now. Let's swing it back to meteorologist Sam Schreier getting us ready to get out the door.
Yeah, and today it looks like a really awesome day. So start planning ahead some fall activities. I mean, today will be great. Saturday will be really nice. We do start to get a little chilly going into Sunday, and it stays dry. That's at least nice, but no, better to be out today or Saturday. And Saturday in particular will be such a beautiful day. Next week also looks really nice. It's kind of that battle. I hear a lot of people talking about what's the better month this time of year, September or is it October? Well, you get warmer days in September. It can be nice, but it can still be super hot. I'm always more the October guy, just the fall activities you got, the weather, although I do have to concede, it still can get really cold in October. So here's what I think. If you wanted to go out to some pumpkin patches, you didn't know where to go, give this QR code a scan on your phone. You can just walk up to your TV and scan it with your phone real quick. It'll take you to our guide. So we've got guides for the Denver area, Colorado Springs area, Pueblo area, Canyon City area. You can check out somewhere new or, just do the closest one to home. Either works. But I would just think that would be a really good activity for like today or tomorrow. Temperatures out there this morning, ooh, that's a little chilly. 40s and 30s to start the day. When we look at the afternoon, it'll be really nice. But for football, between 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, it's going to get pretty chilly, especially once that sun really makes it down below the horizon. Pueblo, a little bit nicer to start the evening, but still very chilly going into the end of it. Today, we will have beautiful daytime weather. High of 68 in Woodland Park, love that. 76 in the Springs, awesome. 80 in Pueblo, fantastic through the afternoon. And it does get pretty chilly tonight, but not really thinking we hit our first freeze. I kind of think that if the skies clear out, Monday night is going to be the next closest we get to a freeze. Now, Sunday night, if it's clear, that's another one I'm kind of keeping my eye on, but it depends on the clouds. If there's no clouds Sunday night, then Monday morning could be a freeze. Sunday itself just looks really cold. We have an overcast start to the day. It stays cloudy for the beginning of Sunday, chilly daytime temperatures, and then kind of widespread dry weather through Sunday afternoon. Getting a look at Pueblo. We've got lots of 70s from Saturday to Sunday, Monday with a high of 68, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, things still look pretty good out there. So we're kind of liking the temperature spread, but it is real close to freezing Sunday night and Monday night for next week. Canyon City, we're not going to freeze, at least that we can see in the temperature trends. It's just too warm at night, and the daytime highs look really comfy. So Canyon City always has that going, really nice temperatures. And Woodland Park, I'm talking about 20s and 30s through time, so just freezing mornings and pretty chilly Sunday, Monday.